Assemble your team. There is much to be done.
Hey guys, welcome back to our Nerd Talk podcast. This is your host, Tony Skittle, and today we are going to talk about Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection Arcade Classics. So yeah, Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection Arcade Classics is an upcoming fighting game compilation by Capcom in collaboration with Marvel Games. It's the second entry in the Capcom's Fighting Collection series, following the Capcom Fighting Collection in 2022. And this compilation commemorates the Marvel vs. Capcom franchise of crossover fighting games and comprises 7 arcade titles published by Capcom featuring and starring Marvel Comics characters that were released between 1993 and 2000. It will be released for Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, Windows, and Xbox in September 2024. So yeah guys, let's hear what Jacob has to say about this, yo. So Jacob, are you looking forward the Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection?
Yes, I am. It's been a long time since I revisited that Marvel vs. Capcom anything. The ones I was into were I mean, I'm old. So I never got into Marvel vs. Capcom. It was just the game X-Men.
Oh,
it's the game like X-Men versus
X-Men
versus Cap. Yeah, versus Street Fighter. That's my generation.
That was me, my generation as well. Yeah, I used to play. I used to play at the arcades back in 1996.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not playing cards, but like sports cards and comic books. There was a store, and she had
the cabinet.
Yeah, she had like 3 cabinets. That's it.
Nice.
One of them was X-Men versus Capcom or whatever.
How about Marvel Superheroes versus Street Fighter? Have you ever played that one?
Yeah. I think she ended up doing that one too. But by the time it was Marvel versus Capcom, that's beyond my time.
I think Marvel Superheroes versus Street Fighter was from 1997 or something like that.
Yeah. That's about right. And so when it started getting into Marvel versus Capcom, I really got out of video games for about a decade.
Damn.
I got out of a decade because I was...
Yeah, the other things going on. I know. I mean, if you're not a retro gamer, you're probably thinking like late 30s, 40-year-olds talking. What are they talking about? Why are they so excited about this? You guys don't understand, because these games were only ported like in arcades, and then they were ported in the 7th generation of video game consoles like the Xbox 360, the PS3, and then when the Disney acquired the rights for the Marvel products and merchandise, all these games like Marvel Superheroes, Marvel vs. Capcom, Marvel vs. even Marvel vs. Capcom 2, New Age of Heroes, they were all gone. There was no way possible for us to play these games unless if you were able to play them on Fightcade or on Arcade 1-Up. That was the only way, But now to have this collection, not only Marvel vs. Capcom 2, but to have all of these games like Marvel Superheroes, Marvel vs. Capcom, Marvel vs. Capcom 2, even the Punisher, you know, the beat 'em up, X-Men Children of the Atom, you know, all these games only in one collection, plus with rollback netcode, leaderboards, training modes. It's amazing, you know. So this is the reason why we are so excited. So when this collection was announced back in June 2024, yeah, me, VERISIMILITUDE, JAKOB, Midnight Sora, and Freddy Chavez, we couldn't believe it. Yeah, and plus it has been one hell of a ride. We didn't know when this game was gonna be released. We were waiting for months. So yeah, but here we are. Here we are. Let's see what my friends have to say about this. So, VERISIMILITUDE. 20 odd years later, here we are with Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection. What do you have to say about that?
Well, I never thought the day would come. I really didn't. I genuinely thought, and I know you and Freddie would agree with me on this, I honestly thought after 2019, I thought that was it. We weren't going to get any more news to do with it, and certainly not collection. I thought at the very most we'd probably get a straight port of Marvel vs. Capcom 2, and I would have been happy with that. I would have been totally happy with that. That, you know, if they'd said to me, it's only Marvel vs. Capcom 2, and I know we've said this before, I would have been like, great, that's cool. Never in a million years did I think we'd get all of the games together. And then on top of that, I never thought we'd get another collection so we could play SNK, sorry, Capcom vs. SNK.
Yeah.
I never thought that would happen.
And Power Stone. Power Stone 2.
And Power Stone.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I cannot wait.
I mean, I saw your reaction, VERISIMILITUDE. I'm pretty sure a lot of retro gamers out there got the same reaction like yours.
Yeah. Well, what are you more excited for? Are you more excited? This is a bit of a tough question, I know, but
yeah.
What would you be more excited for if you had to choose one? Because I know we're all excited for both of them. But if you had to choose one between the Marvel vs. Capcom collection or the Capcom vs. SNK collection, and you had to put one of them at number one, which one would it be?
Oh, without a doubt. I don't even have to think about that twice. If straight Capcom vs. SNK 2, because I absolutely love that game. Absolutely love that game.
Yeah, I mean, I can see why. What about you, Freddie?
I think Tony's full of shit. There's Marvel vs. Capcom 2. I'm just kidding. I agree with Tony on that one.
Oh, you agree? Capcom vs. SNK 2. I'm a big fan of Capcom vs. SNK 2, and that's the one, Mark in the Millennium, Capcom vs. SNK 2. I would have bought the collection literally just for that game, but the fact we're getting all the others is amazing. But I have to be honest with you, for me, it's got to be Marvel vs. Capcom 2. And I say in that, though, by the time Capcom vs. SNK 2 arrives, I may change my mind. I may actually end up saying, you know what? I think I'm more excited now for Capcom vs. SNK 2. I think right now, at this very moment in time, it's 100%. There's no question. For me, it's Marvel vs. Capcom because that's the game. That's the game I've been looking forward to.
Many years. Yeah.
Yeah. When I first met you, Tony, that's the game we always used to talk about.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember.
It's we just constantly always talked about
it. And plus, we were all waiting for Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite at the time. Do you remember?
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
And it became the game that we all know. I don't even have to say many things about that game because we all know. But,
yeah, you know.
But to be honest with you, I actually like the mechanics of Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. I like the mechanics, but
yeah,
I just don't like how the game is. It looks like a mobile phone game.
It does look like a mobile phone game. It's not even a bad game.
No, it's not. I like the mechanics. There's so many things that you can do with the different Infinity Stones.
Yeah, exactly.
So many different gameplays of all the characters. It's really good.
I always thought
it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, totally. I always thought it was like the arcade. Going back to arcade playthroughs, I always thought the arcade playthroughs in Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite were really good. Like you would fight against what was the boss called in Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite? It was a mixture of it was like MODOK mixed with something else.
Is MODOK? I think it's MODOK mixed with Ultron or something.
Yeah,
like
that's it. MODOK Ultron. That's it.
Yeah.
Ultron. Yeah. That's it. Yeah. See, I like that. I thought that was quite a cool little thing they did there, and like every character had a good ending. So like for all that game's faults, it's actually a good little single player game, and it's good fun. It's good friends. It's good fun with your friends.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
It's just not a very. When you compare it to Marvel vs. Capcom 2 or Marvel vs. Capcom 3, it's just it falls short. That's its problem.
Yeah.
It's just. And also the art style. I don't know what you guys think about it, but I also thought the art style of that game looked terrible. But again, I still enjoyed it.
I mean, when they presented the game first, when they presented the very first trailer, everybody complained about Chun-Li's face.
Yeah. Yeah.
She looked horrible, man.
She looked. She actually looked like a. She kind of looked like Ryu, I thought, in Infinite. It's like they took Ryu's face and just put it on Chun-Li. There was some really weird decisions, but that was when, I think you were telling me, Tone, that was when Capcom were in a bad way. Like,
yeah, they were, yeah.
Their whole division was like messed up, wasn't it? So they couldn't. All I wanted them to was to keep the visual style from the original. That's all I wanted. Was to keep that 2D visual style. I think the reason why you and I and Freddy and everyone loves Marvel vs. Capcom 2 so much is because it looks like a cartoon, whereas Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite looks like a kind of a, like you said, a phone game.
Yeah.
That's my biggest problem with it.
Guys, one question: digital version or physical version?
Digital.
Both.
Both. Oh, damn. What makes you go digital and physical? VERISIMILITUDE.
Because he wants to keep the physical.
Yeah,
thing.
I mean, it's a bit like what Freddy was going to say. Because you said digital, Freddy, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I was more excited for the digital release personally. Initially, because obviously I want to get it as soon as possible. The only reason I want to get the physical really is I haven't collected a physical game in years, but this is the first time I'm going to make an exception, and it really only comes down to one fact: it's not really. I know everybody's saying they want to keep it, and all that. I think it's more to do with the fact that I've wanted this game for so long. And my excitement level is just so high for it that I'm willing to spend that kind of extra money. But if I'm being totally honest, like, really excited to play it digitally because I can get it on release night, and it's all well and good when people say, "Oh, I want the physical version because I'll never lose it." But I mean, the thing about physical versions is they can get damaged.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
That's the downside.
It's nice to have a physical version, but I've had loads of physical versions of games.
I believe that at this point, a lot of gamers, they want physical because they don't know what the future holds for Marvel and the relationship between Marvel and Capcom.
Once you buy the game, you're still going to be able to play it.
With Marvel, you never know. So,
I mean, honestly, if I'm being completely honest here, I would only be playing the digital version anyway. So, really, in essence, getting a physical version really is a waste of money for me.
Yeah.
So it's the digital version I'm going to be playing. You know, that's the one where I don't have to put a disc in. I can play it instantly on the day it's released. You know, with the physical, you have to wait until the 22nd of November. And I mean, yeah, it's nice to have the physical version and all that. But I mean, what are you going to? At some point, that physical version, at some point in the future, whether it's 20 years, 30 years, it's going to get damaged. You know, nobody likes to talk about that. All these physical collectors never like to talk about that. But at some point, that physical version will die. Exactly. The digital version, as long as they keep as long as you keep it on your hard drive.
Yeah.
As long as you keep it on your hard drive, and if you want to buy a new PS5 or whatever, that will always be there.
Yeah.
And it can't get damaged.
Even if you get a new, let's say, a new PS4 or a new PS5, it will always be in the cloud.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
It will always be there.
Yeah, and I think that's what annoys me about all these like purist physical collectors is like I get why they enjoy physical. I really do like physical as well.
Yeah.
But you know, physical isn't as great as people make it out to be. Like, what if you can't keep that machine, or your house gets burgled or whatever, or something horrible happens, that's gone.
Yeah, that's gone.
The physical version you can carry around with you wherever you go. If you're moving house, and you know, you don't have to worry about the fact that I don't know, because I know there's going to be a lot of people probably listen to this who are physical purists, and I get that. I don't even necessarily disagree with them. It's just I think the advantages of physical are kind of a little bit overhyped, honestly.
So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games, 7 amazing games in this.
I can't believe it.
So
you know, sometimes
we have the X-Men, Children of the Atom, Marvel Superheroes, X-Men versus Street Fighter, Marvel Superheroes versus Street Fighter, Marvel vs. Capcom, Marvel vs. Capcom 2, and the historic first game in the partnership between Capcom and Marvel, the side-scrolling beat-em-up, was The Punisher.
Yeah. Is that the one you're most looking forward to?
To be honest, I think the game that I'm mostly stoked for is X-Men vs. Street Fighter, because I absolutely love that game.
I agree with you. Really and I spoke about this, I think it was a couple of weeks ago.
And the Punisher beat 'em up, because as you guys know, I love my beat 'em ups. So.
Yeah.
And the fact that you can play that you'll be able to play the Punisher online, that's a bonus.
Yeah, I can't believe that we're going to have that online.
Oh, me and you should pass that game together, Tony.
Hell yeah.
I'll be Nick Fury.
Say that again, Fred?
He's gonna be Nick Fury, he said.
Nick Fury. Yeah, actually, I'm more excited to be Nick Fury as well in The Punisher.
Shut up, Dave. Don't copy me.
But you can only become Nick Fury if you are on the two player side.
I know.
Oh, really?
Yeah, player 2. You need to be player 2 to be Nick Fury, and if you wanna be the Punisher, you have to be player 1.
Oh, that's full of shit.
Yeah, it's just like the Street Fighter 1. If you want to be Ryu, you gotta be player 1. If you want to be Ken, you gotta be player 2.
That's full of shit.
What about you, VERISIMILITUDE? What's the game that you are mostly stoked for?
Oh, Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
Ah.
Marvel vs. Capcom 2. It's just my... Oh, well, no, I say that. Yeah, it's Marvel vs. Capcom 2 and X-Men vs. Street Fighter.
Yeah.
Because aside from Marvel vs. Capcom 2, which is the big one everybody's loving, I'm like you. I think X-Men vs. Street Fighter is the most underrated Capcom superhero fighting game they've made.
Yeah, it was the very first crossover, man. Like,
it really was.
So it was the first crossover between like X-Men and Street Fighter characters, and yeah, it was the game that really introduced the 2-on-2 battles in the Marvel vs. Capcom series. One thing that always puzzled me in Marvel vs. Capcom 2, I don't know if you realized about this, Verisimilitude. In Marvel vs. Capcom 2, there are two Wolverines. How is that possible?
Two Wolverines.
Yes, there are two.
Is that to do with hang on a minute, are you talking about isn't it like Dark Wolverine or something?
I
Like
think
there's
so,
a Dark
yeah.
Sakura. Yeah, I think I've heard about that. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
We got Sora
I'm not
in
too
the
bothered
house.
about that. I'm not too bothered about that. I don't know about you guys. I'm all right. I'm okay with that. Like, especially if the two Wolverines are different, because I can't actually remember. Are the two Wolverines different?
They look the same, but I think they have a few different things in terms of the moveset.
Oh, yeah. I mean, look. Oh, hang on. I do remember now. Yeah. No, it's a different version. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I do remember. Yeah. No, that's cool. That's like because Dark Sakura is in there as well, isn't she?
Yeah, but she's a hidden character, but the second Wolverine is not an hidden character. He's actually in the game.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, no. I mean, that's something. Again, there's things I've forgotten about from this game, so I'll be interested to see what it plays like. Hello, Sora.
What's up, Dave?
Hey, Sora.
What's up, Tony?
All good. We are talking about the Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection. So in Marvel vs. Capcom 2, who are your favorite characters? What's your team?
Dark Sakura. I can tell you that easily for me. Dark Sakura.
Yeah.
I also love BB Hood. I've become a massive fan of BB
Oh yeah,
Hood.
BB Hood. Yeah.
Juggernaut.
Oh man, you like Juggernaut slow ass.
Oh no.
yeah, Juggernaut.
Juggernaut. He's really good.
Man, Dad, you look like the Juggernaut. Your fat ass.
Oh god.
Here we go.
Yeah, no.
Oh god.
Well, actually, Juggernaut's all muscle, so I take that as a compliment.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's Juggernaut, BB Hood. I kind of like. I think Ryu is really good in
I like
Marvel vs.
Psylocke, she got a
Capcom 2.
fat ass.
Yeah, it's Shinquadoken is it goes all over the screen. I think in Marvel vs. Capcom 2, my favorite characters are Gambit, Ryu, and Guile.
Oh, Gambit! I've forgotten about Gambit.
Gambit has and Ryu. They have to be in my team. They have to.
Yeah, I
That's
totally
me
forgot
with
about
Psylocke
Gambit.
and Gambit. That's me with Psylocke and Gambit. And I'm throwing in Ken. That's my team right there.
Nice.
Yeah,
I'll
Gambit.
I'll show you guys my team when I come. Ugh.
Actually,
This fool gonna use Mega Man.
I'm going to say Gambit. I love Gambit as well. Actually, I do love
Here
Gambit.
we go. Rock.
Yeah. Yeah, no, Gambit is definitely somebody that.
You don't like shit, Dave. You're full
No,
of
I
shit.
do. I love Gambit in that game. I'd forgotten about him. Actually, no, let me take back what I said then. My favorite team up in Marvel vs. Capcom 2 will be Gambit, BB Hood, and Juggernaut.
Hell yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's who I'd say.
Oh no.
Fucking freak.
But BB Hood is really good. BB
She
Hood.
is. She's one of
if
the
you
best characters in the game.
Yeah, if you put her with you know Christopher Harris.
Yeah, Chris
You know
Harris.
Chris
yeah.
Harris.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, he told me. He said, I don't know whether you heard this, but he said that if you play as Gambit, BB Hood, and Juggernaut, BB Hood unleashed the secret attack, but she can only do it if she's with. She can only do it if she's with
Juggernaut.
What's his Juggernaut? Yeah.
Oh wow.
So.
Oh, I'll keep that in mind. Another thing, Verisimilitude. Another thing that I've seen a lot of YouTubers complaining about Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection. The one button special moves.
That's fucking gay.
What do you think? What do you think of that?
I think it's good for people like who maybe have never played the game and want to entry level into it. I'm not going to use it. I'm not going to use it because it would ruin it for me. I mean, this is just my personal opinion. I haven't got a problem with it.
The supers are so easy to do. It's just one input. It's not even that hard.
Oh no.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't got a problem with it, but I do think
only one half circle.
I just don't know. Like, I can't play fighting games unless I'm playing them the way they're supposed to be played.
Exactly.
If that makes any sense.
Exactly.
Like, so I like to do an Hadouken properly, and if I can't do it, I want to learn how to do it.
You got to do it the classic way, you know.
Exactly. It's like I would never want to do the specials
like
with a one-button press.
Modern controls. No,
I'd rather actually learn how to do it, and then when I'm actually doing it, I feel like I'm actually playing the game. But again, I don't really have a problem with it. It's just I couldn't play it like that.
I mean, for people that never played the game, any of the games, if it's their first time, I can understand.
Bro, even little kid me playing on the arcade would still say that shit gay.
Ooh.
What would you say is the best way to? I mean, for me, the best way to play, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah. What are your opinions about that, Sora?
We adapting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you got it. That's the thing. It's like if you want to play the game properly.
Yeah.
Again, like I was saying before, I've got no problem with people playing with how they want to play. Like if it helps them to have, one button thing, that's cool. That's up to them. But I'll be honest with you, it would annoy me playing someone who does the one button commands.
Exactly. I really hope that on ranked matches, that one button that one
that's
button
what I've been saying. They need
ability,
to take that shit out of ranked.
I really hope that thing is out.
Yeah, that's
I really hope during ranked matches. Because
that shit needs to be
it's a bit unfair, you know.
You know what I reckon?
I feel like they'll do it because they did that with the damn Street Fighter 2 on Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, they did.
The
Yeah,
Nintendo Switch shit also had that one tap shit.
Yeah,
but it wasn't in ranked.
Okay.
Yeah, you couldn't use it in ranked, so that's a good point.
And it's also available on the Capcom, on the original Capcom Fighting Collection, that you cannot use one button specials in ranked matches. So, for example, if you are playing Darkstalkers in ranked, you cannot use one button specials. I mean, you can still use them if you are doing player matches, but not ranked matches.
Yeah, just keep it out of ranked at least.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like, it's okay if it's there, but keep it out of ranked. And like you were saying, Tony, if they can approach it that way, then it's all right.
Exactly.
Then everybody wins. Then if the people want to use it, they're free to use it. But don't use it in the actual game itself, where if you're playing online and stuff, because that is bullshit. I'm sorry.
Oh god.
Of all the 7 games, which game is the one that you want to play the most?
Street Fighter versus X, son.
Yeah.
And part 2 of Marvel vs. Capcom.
I think most people are actually. I honestly think most people are excited for that. I think there's weirdly, I think there's more people excited for X-Men vs. Street Fighter than Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
Yeah, I know, right?
Every time people talk about this game, everybody brings up X-Men vs. Street Fighter. I think it is more anticipated than the rest of the games.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm.
Hey, what do you mean by you people?
Ooh.
You people. You fucking
people.
people. Hey man, you know what I mean when I say you people. Get your ass over here.
Mother.
Get your ass over here.
Get your ass over here. I'm gonna bust you up, man. That's right. X-Men vs. Street Fighter. It's going down, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, God.
Yeah, man. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching our podcast right here, featuring VERISIMILITUDE, Freddy, and Sora. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.
Peace out.